after this much experience? Comfort level for you?
It's at a very high level. I'm seeing things before they happen. I'm using my mind more than my body right now. I'm getting us into the right place, and it's really all coming to me pretty natural right now.
Dana talks about getting into the right plays. Obviously, defenses move. Do you see that movement, though? Because, I mean, if they just line up one thing, it's probably pretty easy for you.
Right. They have certain tendencies that we pick out during the week, and I study those tendencies and look for them every play, when that play call is there. We have certain progressions, either run or pass, so I just play ball.
Is that a much bigger part of the offense, getting you into the right play, than anybody realizes? Everybody sort of looks at the quarterback and says, well, if he completes his pass, he's good. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But getting into the right play, how important is that?
I really, as far as everybody else's thoughts, really not concerned with those. But if we're winning and we're moving the ball, that's all that really matters. And it doesn't really matter what everybody else thinks behind the scenes. If I'm operating it or not, if we're moving the ball, then we're good.
You notice anything different up front in terms of the line shuffle? Is that affecting you?
No, it doesn't affect my job at all.
Thanksgiving, one of your favorite times of the year, and I guess so what?
Yeah, it is. It's always around football season. That's one. Back when I was at home, I loved it just because all the food and all the family. But it's nice. It's nice to be able to practice on Thanksgiving Day.
Your mom usually comes to a lot of the games. You're going to see her at all this week?
Yeah, I'll see her this Saturday.
What did a lot of the players do during Thanksgiving week when you guys get to go to some of the coaches' houses?
Yeah, either coaches' houses or if players live close, 2 or 3 hours, we might make that trip.
Go through the process of a quarterback and a wide receiver and all that goes into completing a pass. It's not just – there's a lot that goes into that, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. People look at it and then maybe say, I can do that. I can throw that ball.
Right.
I'm sure they can. But when the bullets are flying, you still got to be able to do it. And so there's a lot that goes into it on both sides. It takes 2 people. It takes 11 people, really. I have to have time to get the ball off. So the amount of work that goes into something as simple as, a post route or something like that, it's repetition over the summer, the spring, and it's continually. It's going to continue to get better.
And it's endless. I mean, you got to continue to do it.
Right.
It's not something that you can just pick up and stop. You got to do it all the time.
Right. If you don't, then you may lose that timing, or other things may happen.
A lot of the guys, you're from Texas, so you can do it year round. But a lot of the guys up here don't really have that training. Do you notice that a little bit? Maybe with some of the guys, where in Texas you could throw the ball all the time, or you can go to 7-on-7s or whatnot. Up here, there's a different style of football. And you're dealing with some of these guys that maybe don't have the access to the passing game that you had, the training. You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
Do you notice that?
No.
No?
No, we just go from the indoor, and maybe the biggest thing is probably the weather. Not being able to just go out there, late January and it being a nice day.
Well, I mean, you take Russell, he played in a I formation. You got some guys that played in single wings,
right.
Offenses that were run 40, 50 years ago up here. Mm-hmm. You haven't noticed that amongst the guys that you're working with?
No, not really.
No, not really.